From dream to reality, how Jasmine turned her dream home into a rent-to-own opportunity. Jasmine Taylor had spent 6 months viewing properties across Markham and Richmond Hill, searching for the perfect family home. When she finally walked into the Tudor-style house on Elm Crescent, she knew immediately it was the one. The bay windows flooding the living room with natural light, the renovated kitchen with marble countertops, and the backyard maple tree that would be perfect for her children's swing set. There was just one significant problem. With her recent divorce affecting her credit score and limited savings after legal fees, traditional financing wasn't currently an option. "I've finally found my dream home, but I can't qualify for a mortgage," Jasmine explained, the disappointment evident in her voice as she called her real estate advisor. "Is there any way I could rent to own this specific property, or does rent to own only work with homes already in some kind of program?" This question, whether a specific found property can be converted to a rent-to-own arrangement, represents one of the most common misconceptions about how these programs actually work in the GTA market. Many prospective homebuyers assume rent-to-own options are limited to properties specifically listed under such programs, when the reality offers far more flexibility. People often don't realize that virtually any property can potentially become a rent-to-own opportunity with the right approach and structure, her advisor explained. The key is understanding that rent-to-own is fundamentally a specialized purchase arrangement, not a property characteristic. For Jasmine, this insight sparked a strategy that would ultimately turn her dream home into her future property. Rather than limiting her search to homes explicitly offered as rent-to-own, her advisor helped craft a rent-to-own proposal for the Elm Crescent property's current owners, a retiring couple who had already purchased a condominium and were motivated to sell. The proposal needs to address the seller's primary concerns while structuring a path to ownership that works for your financial timeline. Their offer included several key elements designed to make the arrangement attractive to the sellers: a higher-than-market monthly rent that included a substantial rent credit component, a non-refundable option fee that provided immediate cash to the sellers, a clearly defined purchase timeline with a preset price that offered the sellers certainty, provisions for property maintenance and care during the rental period, and a structured path showing how Jasmine would qualify for financing within the agreement timeframe.
Initially, the sellers were hesitant, having never considered such an arrangement. However, after reviewing the financial benefits and comparing them to carrying costs if the property remained unsold for several months, they recognized the advantages. The predetermined purchase price was set 4% per year above current market value to compensate for the extended timeline, creating a win-win scenario where Jasmine secured her dream home while the sellers optimized their return. Most sellers have never considered rent-to-own as an option because no one has presented it properly, Jasmine's advisor explained. When structured correctly, it can solve problems for both parties, giving sellers certainty and immediate income while giving buyers time to improve their financial position. The process wasn't without challenges. The seller's mortgage lender needed reassurance about the arrangement, and additional insurance provisions were required. However, with professional guidance, these hurdles were systematically addressed, resulting in a 3-year agreement that gave Jasmine immediate occupancy of her dream home with a clear path to ownership. "I never imagined I could convert a traditional listing into a rent-to-own opportunity," Jasmine reflected 18 months into her agreement. Her credit score had already improved significantly, and she was ahead of schedule on savings for the remaining down payment. "I'm living in and caring for the exact home I fell in love with, rather than settling for whatever properties happen to be offered in existing programs." For prospective homebuyers in the GTA who have found their ideal property but face financial barriers, Jasmine's experience highlights an important reality. With professional guidance and proper structuring, many traditional listings can be converted to rent-to-own opportunities. The key lies in creating proposals that address seller concerns while providing buyers the time needed to overcome their specific financial challenges. While not every property owner will be open to such arrangements, motivated sellers, particularly those facing extended listing times, properties that need minor updates, or those who have already purchased their next home, often recognize the advantages once properly presented with the concept. The house you've fallen in love with isn't automatically excluded from rent-to-own consideration just because it's traditionally listed. Sometimes the perfect rent-to-own property is simply a traditional listing waiting for the right proposal.